Hey Matthew, nice to finally meet you. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Absolutely. I'm sorry I didn't catch you. Run that by me again. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I've been paying attention to you guys for a while. Um, yeah, absolutely. So basically the way I actually this may be one of your questions, so I apologize if I'm cutting over your questions here. But I've been paying attention to you guys for quite a while here, and I actually did see when you guys first started working with Google and everything, and I really had two major paths, and it was either going with a consultant company like you guys or actually trying to work with Google. So I kind of got both my best wishes here. So I'm really excited to interview with you guys and hopefully get a chance to work with you all. Absolutely. Yeah. Die Hard fan, definitely. Absolutely. Yeah, so I, at first in high school, when I really started getting more competitive with it, I actually did have a great deal of issue when I wasn't able to be the team leader because I felt like I wasn't doing enough to help the team. So since after high school, I played a bit in college and I was always the team captain because I just felt like it was so much a part of my job to try and lead and dedicate to my team. One of the helpers for me definitely doing that though was I was one of the older guys on the team because I went into college a second time a little bit later in life. So it was I really took on that role of being the leader, being the mentor, and I actually really like being in those positions just because I feel I can dedicate so much more to helping my team out. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. Um, I guess kind of the main thing I like to do, no matter what setting I'm in, is I really like to build rapport first. So when it comes to sales, I don't like doing a sales pitch. Whenever it's done to me, especially obviously being a salesperson, I hate that. If you're just trying to pitch something to me, it means you've probably said the same thing to 1,000 other people. So I really don't like going that route. I like to build a rapport first, and I really like to get the customer's trust. So what I'm looking to do is basically build a relationship before I get into the side of, okay, here's what I'm here to hopefully do for you. So that's kind of the way I really build off every single lead that I have. And one of the best things I am good at doing is really just reading body communication. So I'm good at picking up kind of cues. So if I'm going around down a path that someone doesn't like, I'm generally pretty good at picking up on it. So I kind of take that into every conversation, every sales lead, stuff like that. I I apologize. You are going to have to repeat that last part. I think our video chat's cutting in and out again on us. Yes, yes, there is. So I like to kind of think day to day first. One thing that I have found that I have an issue with, I don't like planning way far ahead when I kind of take things in steps. So I'll set day to day goals, and then if I'm working, say, on a project, I'll have my day goals set, and then I'll have like a weekly goal, and then what are my goals for getting to the end result. So, just a project I was working on, the last project I worked on in college is the one that kind of sits in my mind the most. Is we had to just do this massive research paper on what do sales companies look for when they're trying to consult their businesses. And the thing that really hit with me the most is that what I really wanted my end result to be was something a little bit outside of the box. So I kind of set my goals each day having a different step to go towards. So try and look at it different ways each day. And then at the end of the week, I would just be at a certain point in the project. So I'd have more specific goals, and then I'd have the end result goal that I would work towards each week. Mm-hmm. Hmm. That's a great question. Can you give me a minute? I'm going to think about that one a little bit. If it came down to the end result where I'd either have to hand in something that's only average on the deadline, or if I would have to be a little bit late to make everything perfect, I would actually leave it to my customer. So I would actually let them know I was a little bit behind, whether it was due to just me specifically, if there were technical difficulties that came up, whatever the situation is, I would go to the customer and I would give them that option. I would just say, hey, I believe I can do a little bit better given more time, but if you are looking for the end result right now, then I do have something already made for you. But I obviously, with a little bit more time, would be able to add on to that and make it better for you. So I'd leave it 100% customer choice. Mm-hmm. Yes. My own startup for my personal business. Mm-hmm. In all honesty, I would start exactly what you guys are, obviously on a much, much smaller scale. But I would want to go to, I'd probably start off with smaller businesses and just kind of go into each one on their own, see what operating systems they're working on, and kind of try and see what they would want to get for their end result. So yeah, I would definitely work on a consultant basis, be my own boss, basically go to companies whenever I would need, and just start off from there. Definitely. Yes, absolutely. So, what is one thing you like most about working for Accenture? Mhm. Mhm. Gotcha. That's awesome. And then my last question for you is, do you have any concerns with my qualifications thus far? Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. All right, thank you. No, I guess what would just be our next step here? Hmm. Perfect. Sounds fantastic. All right, sounds good. Thank you so much, Matthew. All right, yes, thank you very much. Bye bye. You as well.